Good morning or good evening, good friends of the channel. I've got another big bang of a video for you. It's obviously another rant. It's always going to be a rant. I want to talk about YouTube and the state of YouTube. Now, the rant's going to be more positive here. It's not going to be a negative one, so technically maybe it's not a rant. The state of YouTube right now, as it is, I love it. I think it's really heading in the good direction in terms of the creators. I'm going to talk about the creator side or the content that's being put out there, not necessarily about the company, because that's never going in the right direction, is it? But as of the actual content that's being produced, I love YouTube. I think YouTube is my favorite social media platform. I think it's the best social media platform. It's got so much knowledge on it. It's got so much things you can learn, just so much things you can discover. You can watch anything from short form content to long form content to literally movies created by other people. You can watch that here. There's so much versatility on one platform. I pretty much only use YouTube on my TV. I don't watch anything else, maybe Netflix from time to time, but YouTube's the thing I spend majority of my life on, and not just creating things because I love creating videos for it, but also just consuming content. It's probably the best place to do it. And the thing is, there's really nothing quite like it. There's not a rival platform that does as good of a job as YouTube. You could argue Rumble, but I don't think that's anywhere near as good as YouTube. And if you're on Rumble, it tends to be for like a specific reason. So if you're like a gun YouTuber or something, you'll probably look over to going to Rumble because of the guidelines and everything there. And I like it for that. And in terms of any other platforms, the only other one I do enjoy is Odyssey. And Odyssey is a pretty small platform. It's not as big as YouTube. I'm going to start posting my videos on there. So if you want to check out my channel on Odyssey, if you want to check out my videos on there, I'll link that in the description. If not, I'll link to a video by Mental Outlaw talking about what Odyssey is. It's a great platform. But like I mentioned, there's not really much competition for YouTube. I would call it a monopoly, to be perfectly honest. It's a monopoly without calling it monopoly. And obviously it's been going through a lot of shit through the years, and it's got its flaws. It's got many flaws actually, but it's still a great place to watch content, and it's one of the biggest places to do that. What I love about it right now is that the smaller content creators, the people just turning on their camera and making videos, those people are starting to win again on YouTube. It's no longer, obviously we have the Mr. Beast and the people like that who are making the ridiculous videos, overproduced, over everything, and they're winning, but also the smaller creators are winning. The people who do not put that much editing in the videos, the people who make homemade videos, because that's what YouTube has been from the start. It's been homemade videos. This is stuff that people could make at home with no issue. They didn't have to learn amazing skills in order to produce a great video. And it's kind of feeling like it's going back to that, which is why I love the state of what it is at the moment. And I love watching these videos because it makes me feel like I'm watching humans, not like corporations. Because you get to a point where you see these over-edited videos being pumped out every day or every other day, and you just know it's not just them, it's like a whole studio. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's an incredible thing to produce such high quality content for us to watch for basically free. My hat's off to all the YouTubers that do that and all the people that provide that sort of content. It's not an easy job to do. There's obviously a place for that, but I'm a person who's always loved YouTube for the human-to-human connection. When you watch a video, you get a glimpse into someone's life. You kind of get connected with them in a sort of way, you know, not talking about like a parasocial relationship with them, but like you just get connected in a way where you appreciate watching that person's videos and you kind of want to learn a little bit more about them, and you enjoy learning more about the channel and things like that. It's just that process of a human connection is what I value in YouTube videos. This myself has been a journey for me that I've gone more towards those homemade videos like these. I try not to put too much effort into the editing. I try to make it more intentional rather than just spamming you with memes everywhere and fast cuts and everything. I'm actually approaching this in a way where I'm learning to speak better before I edit rather than, just editing out every pause, thinking thing that I do. this has been an entire process of learning that way. So it's not an easy thing to do, but it's just a different approach. I've tried all sorts of contents over the years. I've tried the memes, the fast cuts, short form content, long form content. I found much more enjoyment in stuff where I just sit down and I talk to you and I do something or I tell you something. The best things I love doing were the drawing videos where I'll just sit down and draw. And that was way more personal in my opinion. It felt like I was almost in a school. I don't want to put myself on a pedestal talking about me being a teacher or something, but I felt like I was helping some people out, you know. I was just human to human talking to you how you could do this just to make it a little bit better. Those are the best types of videos. And these videos as well, I'm just here talking to you currently on the other side of the screen. I'm telling you about these things that I enjoy about YouTube, and thank you for sitting there and enjoying this video and talking to me as well, because you're interacting with me in some sort of way. And that's what makes this thing so beautiful. And I love the whole human connection of YouTube in this way. And homemade videos is what it's all about. You know, I've always had the feeling that some of my favorite creators, like PewDiePie, for example, he's obviously had the high production value in some of his videos, but he's always had that sort of home feeling to it. It's always felt like he edited it, even when he had editors. It always felt like he put his work into it, and this was his life that you're getting a glimpse into, especially the new vlogs that he does on his videos. Those are fantastic. That's what I love about it. He is one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. Unfortunately, no longer the most subscribed, but it still feels like it to me. He's one of the biggest. He still makes these home-like videos, and that I love. That's why I always go back to watching him. With other creators, it's always been kind of like a phase. And there's other content creators which I love watching for the exact same reasons. People like Some Ordinary Gamers. His videos always feel this like they're personal. Like he's just talking to you about something that popped into his mind on a given day. Other people like Mental Outlaw, I think his videos are great. The way he covers news on Linux or anything going on in the tech world, I think that's fantastic. DistroTube is another YouTuber that does this in an amazing way. He just creates these simple videos, not much editing, but they get to the point quickly. They talk about something that's valuable. Others like Lewis Rossman, Penguin Zero, his videos have always had this home feeling to them because they're just homemade videos which he shares with everyone. And look how massive his channel is. And people always come back to him for exactly that. And that always narrows down to kind of the reality with everything that you do, is that the story is what always matters. So the core content or the core message of something is the most important part of it, as always, because that's the bit that everyone resonates with. And that's why these people can go ahead and not edit their videos and make them crazy post-production, you know. This is like Netflix show levels of editing. Makes them feel a lot more connected to us, and that's what makes this whole experience really good. And there's always a beautiful thing about the fact that these low edited videos are able to keep our attention in such an overstimulated timeline that we live in. We are all so like used to watching short form content nowadays and just spamming these short bursts of videos that it's hard to concentrate on the longer ones. And it's beautiful to see that these longer videos are winning again. And you know, that may be because people are putting them on the side whilst playing a game or doing work, but it's still important to know that people can talk for a long time and others will tune in and listen to it. It's a good thing to acknowledge nowadays. For a moment, I thought that the Mr. Beast editing video would be all that we have in the end, because everyone wanted to be that. Everyone wanted to create videos like Mr. Beast. Everyone wanted to be insanely, not clickbait, but insanely like attention grabbing with their videos, which, like I said, there's a time and space for that. At the end of the day, one, you're not really going to compete with Mr. Beast because of the amount of money and team effort that he's able to put into every video. On the other side, it's also nice to watch a video that isn't constantly like a flipping slideshow that's constantly swapping with different frames just to make sure that you don't lose attention. It's good to watch videos like that, and I think it's a little bit healthier for the brain, even though that obviously watching videos all day is not not the best thing you can do for your brain, but overall it's better than watching highly edited dopamine grabbing videos all day. With that, I want to finish this video. I want to tell you that I'm happy with the way that YouTube's going, and I'm loving the fact that I get to be a part of this, because I want to make videos like this as well, and I want people to enjoy my videos for the exact same reasons I enjoy the other videos, just because they're simple, because they have a decent message to them, and they're personal. This is what AI will probably never be able to recreate. Hopefully, you know, the whole human factor here. I hope that it never gets to that stage. But with that, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to watch more of this stuff, leave a sub. You take care, have a lovely day, and enjoy this good YouTube whilst it's still here.